Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. Well, I trust you enjoyed my mini series on the Electric Light Orchestra, which I just completed last time, and I looked at the song Strange Magic, just Jeff and Richard playing that song just in his house. So I trust you enjoyed that little series. And we move on today to the Fab Four of Sweden. Now, we met the Fab Four of Sweden when they won the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest, where they blew the world away with the song Waterloo. And from there, they launched an international career. One of the few bands I think that had a mania. I think the Beatles had mania. The Basie Rollers definitely had a mania. ABBA, the band today, have had a mania. And maybe One Direction have had a mania. But one of the guys that had a mania, so wherever these guys went, there were screaming fans and limos and escaping and all the sort of stuff you have to do when you're famous as these guys were. Of course, ABBA was made up of two married couples. We had Agneta and Bjorn, and we had Benny and Anna Fried. Now, Benny and Bjorn are famous as a songwriting duo, and they pretty much wrote all of the ABBA songs. And these songs are timeless. They will always be in our psyche because there's just something so compelling about the way they write their songs. Much has been said, I suppose, about the ABBA journey, but I wanted to focus more on the start of it today because I want to capture the excitement and the exhilaration and all the awesomeness it is to be in a brand new relationship. And the song I'm probably focusing on today is the song Honey Honey, which came up their 1974 international release Waterloo. Now, of course, Honey Honey also featured in the movie Mamma Mia a little while back. But there's just something beautiful, whimsical, so well produced, such a fresh sound in this song. The backup vocals and the lead vocals in this are just amazing. Such an all-round perfect pop song. What this song is about, though, it's about a brand new relationship. It's about excitement, about being thrilled by the other person, about just can't wait to be with them. Thrilling, exciting, exhilaration. It's just no feeling quite like it, really. That's what this song was all about. And I was trying to think, well, how can I sort of talk about this song a little bit more? And I thought, well, maybe this story could be helpful. Because one November, a guy and a girl saw each other across a crowded room and they decided to go out to lunch. And they got together and they decided to make a go of it. And in November, there were many things that happened over November, December. They went out a lot. They went to lots of shows. They went on a sailing ship once. And they just couldn't wait to get together. It didn't really matter what they did. They just wanted to be together. In fact, there was one New Year's Eve where they went to a party and then they decided that they would go down and see some fireworks. And then they just spent some time on the beach and just driving, being together, having the music going was just a really, really wonderful time for them. As it happened, prior to these two getting together, the girl had booked a trip to the United States for 3 weeks. And so on that New Year's Eve, she went off to the United States to have a holiday. But unsurprised, and obviously for the guy left behind, it was a little bit sad, but I suppose he was happy she was having some time away. And over the next 3 weeks, he got about 5 or 6 postcards from her. And it was just really, really nice for him because it just showed him that she was thinking of him and she was missing him. She was having a great time in the US as well, but she was missing him. So obviously when the 3 weeks came by, and for the guy it would have felt like months, it was a wonderful reunion. So that's the sort of thing I'm talking about here. I'm talking about a love that is exhilarating and exciting and just amazing. And I suppose the question is, well, what kind of happens to that love? I think, that sort of level of excitement, I suppose, in the initial stages isn't sustainable, really. And so what tends to happen, I think, is maybe the love becomes a deeper and richer thing. It's love becomes something you can trust in, something that's reliable, and something not familiar, but something that is just part of their world that they can't live without. And whether there are good times or bad times, the love continues. And that's probably what happens to those times. But on saying that, though, I think it's really, really important for all couples out there to keep the fire alive, to keep it alight, to keep that excitement, that thrill that was around when you first met, to know that this person is your world. This person is everything that makes your life worthwhile. I think maybe, they talk about familiarity being a bit of a thing that we start to take things for granted. Well, I think maybe in relationships we should never take the other person for granted. The fact that you are seeing them and the fact that you love them and they love you should be the most important thing in this world. And I suppose the encouragement for me and the encouragement for all of us is just to remember that this person is the most important person in your life. Because we have this incredible experience called love. We're able to love somebody and they love us back. Not that love is about getting anything back, mind you, but it is not to know that this thing called love just kind of takes over the relationship and sets the culture of the relationship. So that's a beautiful thing about relationships. If you're watching this video and that love is no longer with you, perhaps more through a death than anything else, I really, really feel for you, and I think there's no easy answers. There's no answers to this why question, but I would say that you have loved and you have been loved in return. And if you had your life over again, would you choose any different? I won't answer that question. I'll leave that one with you to think about. But with love, I suppose, there are lots of really good memories, and they're the things that we maybe could focus on in those times. So my thoughts with you if you are in that situation. Well, onto the clip today, and we've got the four of them in 1974. It's on some television show. Don't know about the guy on the cape at the beginning, but that's okay. It's a bit strange. But they're not singing here. They're actually acting out the story of this song. We've got all the elements that made ABBA famous. We've got the outlandish costumes, which you just don't see anymore. I think the 1970s saw this sort of stuff, and it's almost a little bit sad that we've gone a little bit boring, a little bit away from this. But we've got the costumes, we've got obviously Agnieszka singing to Bjorn, and we've got Anna Fried singing to Benny. There's just something really, really cute and beautiful about that. Even though the words are a little bit, I suppose, steamy at times, there's something quite also a little bit innocent about this song as well. It's about a fresh, brand new love. And you can just see the excitement that they have for each other in this song. That's why I've picked it. They may not be singing live perhaps, but it doesn't matter. We are seeing them tell the story of this song. And that's a really, really beautiful thing. As I said at the start of this video, there's something really, really fresh about the production of this song. All the elements that make ABBA who they are, the music, the backing vocals, the lead vocals, and of course the stunning looks that these four have on stage here. You can understand why they became as big as they did. The description, the link to that particular live performance is in the description below. And so I trust you will enjoy. I think you can't help but enjoy this clip when you see it, because it is such good fun and just so endearing and cute. So enjoy all it is that ABBA was back in 1974. We're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it frivolous, because that's what relationships are like when they start. They're all the full of wonder and amazement that they can be. So I'll leave those clips with you today. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and subscribe. I put the videos up probably 2 to 3 times a week, and I do reflect on live through music, and there's much more to go in this series yet. Next time I'll be doing another song from ABBA. We're just working through some iconic songs and groups at the moment, and so until next time, I'll catch you around.